Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining in on yet another Thursday webinar. And today we have come on heavy demand with a topic which is HubSpot credits. HubSpot has just released this feature a few months back, and there's a lot of change that is happening in HubSpot. And today I thought of taking some time and just talk about the credit itself. What is HubSpot credit, and how you can use it. I'm going to create 3 or 4 more webinars just on this particular topic because this topic is so vast. And HubSpot credit can be used in different ways, in different tools, and in different situations. So I think the way forward for HubSpot is credit-based usage. So that is what HubSpot is going into. Like so many other tools, we are living in an age of signals and intent. So I think credit makes sense, and I think this is a right move by HubSpot to move into this direction. All right. So let's jump right into it. I'll try to keep it as short as possible for this one. Just bear with me. I'm going to talk about what HubSpot Credit is, and also I'm going to show you from my own HubSpot dashboard how it looks like, to see and use HubSpot credits. Okay. All right. Thank you so much for everybody who are not aware of me. My name is Ritesh Osta. I'm one of the top rated Fiverr Pro for GTM engineering and AI development. You can find my Fiverr Pro in the description in the link below. Also, I have a company called Insight Tap where we help large B2B enterprise companies run like an e-commerce store. So, do find out about us. What are HubSpot credits? So before I talk about HubSpot Credit, let me talk about what HubSpot really was. HubSpot started off as a CRM, then became an inbound tool. Then it became a flywheel tool. So all these, in the journey of around 20 years, HubSpot went on from becoming one thing to another. It was an evolutionary journey for HubSpot, but all throughout it was a SaaS tool. That means it was providing subscription as a service. That means if you want to use any module or any tool within the HubSpot platform, you've got to pay money on a monthly basis or a yearly contract basis to use that. And that was the journey of HubSpot as SaaS. But the way, thanks to AI and automation, now the journey going forward is going to be more on credit-based. More and more platforms are now moving into credit-based. So HubSpot has now brought in, a very logical billing method in which it is going to charge based on usage, the tool's usage. You still have to pay the subscription, the SaaS subscription, user-based. But on top of that, it has also added what they call as HubSpot Credit, specifically for data enrichment and AI usage. That means you only pay what you use. So it's pay as you go for automation, enrichment, and AI. But for the usage of the tool, that means if you want to get an access to HubSpot, Marketing Hub, Sales Hub, you have to still go ahead and pay as a SaaS. So it has now got both. Okay, so credit as a whole is usage-based payment system for specific features and actions within the HubSpot account. Okay, so that means it is usage-based. That means the credit will only be consumed when performing specific action. It is monthly reset. That means, if you buy 1,000 credit and you have to use that, credit within that particular month, and it will basically reset in the next month if you are going to take that particular package. It is also flexible. That means, you can buy the credit as and when required. You don't have to, work like a subscription-based model where you have to pay a constant fees every single month. If you want to stop some month, you can do that as well in terms of credit-based. And also it has some sort of a budget control. That means setting up the maximum amount of credit that you want to use per month and stuff like those. So there are a lot of controls there that HubSpot has given, which is good. HubSpot is known for this, a good amount of control and a good user experience in terms of usage of the platform itself. So I think HubSpot is maintaining that, right? So this is how typically on high level it looks like. So HubSpot is divided into 3 major category. One is the starter pack, one is the professional pack, one is the enterprise pack. Okay. For example, if you want to take Marketing Hub, so marketing starter, marketing professional, marketing enterprise. If you want to take Sales Hub, Sales Hub starter, Sales Hub professional, Sales Hub enterprise. If you want to take all in one, then there's called as customer platform, which is like all in one package where, and it also has starter, professional, and enterprise, which has a bundle of tools put together like Marketing Hub, Sales Hub, Service Hub, and like so on. So I'm pretty sure if you're using HubSpot, most of you are aware of these packages, right? Starter, professional, and enterprise. Okay. But on top of that, they have also started giving you some free credit, right? So if you're in a starter pack, which costs around $30 for Sales Hub and so for Marketing Hub and Customer Hub, $130 a month, then you will get a 1,000 credit per month for free. So this is free, by the way. Okay. If on top of that, if you want more usage of credit, you have to buy more. And for professional, you will get around 3,000 credits per month for free. Okay, so professional means for Sales Hub, the professional pack starts at $100 per user, per Sales Hub user. And for the Marketing Hub, it's around, $800 per user for marketing, for 3 users, I'm sorry, not per user, for Marketing Hub. And for Enterprise Hub, of course, the package depends based on various different factors. So the pricing is not very clear in terms of enterprise, but it can be anywhere between $15,000 a year to $50,000 a year, depending on what you need. So that's the free credit that you're going to get if you're going to take any one of these packages. Okay, so I'm going to show you in my HubSpot as well. I have got a professional Sales Hub package, so I get 3,000 credits per month for free. I'll just show you around so that you get an idea of how these things looks like. Credits are based on your highest level product edition and not additive across multiple subscription. Okay, so for example, if you have a Sales Hub professional and a Marketing Hub starter, then you'll get 3,000 credits a month, right? So whichever is the highest level product edition, you'll get credits accordingly, right? Okay. So yeah, this is all about what what HubSpot credit is, and how you can get some free credits according to the package that you take. Okay, who consumes these credits? Okay. So HubSpot has launched a bunch of agents, AI agents, and I'll talk more on the coming sessions on how these AI agents use these credits. So just bear with me. We are going to have at least 4 more webinars on this topic. So you'll get a lot of information in the coming days. So Breeze Customer Agent, Breeze Prospecting Agent, AI actions in workflow. For example, if you're using workflow to enrich certain fields, then you will have to use credit. Data Studio syncs. Okay, if you want to sync Data Studio and other usage-based features, for example, enrichment of website visitor. So if there are companies visiting your website, if you want to enrich those companies, that means if you want to download those companies and add them into your account module, then you'll have to buy credit, right? And each type of action may take anywhere between 1 credit to 10 credit, depending on what the usage is. For example, last time I was just checking, and I'll show you around as well. If I want to add one company who has visited my website and I want to add them into the account hub, then it generally takes around 10 credits for every account. Okay. So that's how it works. So these are the important days. November 10, 2025, all accounts required to use credit for key features. And March 3, 2026, legacy prospecting agent access. So there was a legacy prospecting agent, which access is going to end in next month. This webinar is being recorded in February 2026. So I think by the time you want to see this content, the legacy prospecting agent access will already be ended. Okay, so understanding the credit billing. Okay, so let's try to understand the credit billing, and in some time I'm going to show you the dashboard as well. So this is how it works. Monthly credit resets every month aligned with your usage period start date. No rollovers. That means unused credit. If you've got 1,000 credit this month, and if you're not using it by the end of this month, then it's not going to add to next month's credit. So next month's again will be like 1,000 credit, right? So this 1,000 credit will not roll over on top of the next month's credit that you're going to get. Okay, automatic upgrades exceeding your limit triggers auto upgrade to higher tier for contract duration. If you're going to put this setting, purchase increment. If you want to get more credit, you can obviously buy additional credit in packs. Okay, so think of it like a top up, like a mobile top up, right? So if you have a base plan, and then on top of that, you can just take a top up, right? Like a voice top up or SMS top up. I'm pretty sure many of you are aware of these terms. For example, you have got in your base pack 200 SMS you can send, but then you have already sent those 200 SMS, so you can go ahead and buy another pack of 100 SMS, right, for that particular month. So you can see it in that way, right? So you can only cancel or downgrade credit at the end of contractual commitment, which can be monthly commitment as well. And it has prorated charges. That means additional credit purchases are prorated for remainder of billing period, right? So that's on a high level what credit billing system looks like. Okay. So auto upgrade by default is set. You can always turn it off, but if you are putting on the auto upgrade, then it will automatically add credit packs when the limit is exceeded. Upgraded tire applies for the remainder of the contract, and predictable monthly. I mean, you can just upgrade it, right? Most of the companies will not do that in terms of auto upgrade, but if you want, you can do that, no problem at all. If you are consistently having a high usage and you don't want any hiccups, then you can go for auto upgrades, right? In many ways. And then there is pay as you go, charge current overage rates, bill monthly in arrears, 10 credit increment, and then resets original limit each month, right? So it is billed in arrears, right? With 10 credit increment. Okay. So for example, if you already covered up the base plan for say 3,000 credit, and then, but in that particular month you have used 3,100 credit, then in arrears it will be added as 10 credit each time, right? Okay, and then monthly it will be added up. Okay, all right. So I think I've spoken enough on this. I'm going to talk more on the setting itself. I'm going to show you the setting dashboard in some time. You can always control this spending and prevent surprises. You can always pause when the limit is reached. Okay, and you can always, put up a limit on the credits. You can do that, right? For example, you put a limit on 10,000 credits a month. Okay, so it will keep on auto upgrade till say 10,000, then it will stop. So that features are there, and it's a very important feature, I believe, or else the billing can bring surprises, right? So go to account and billing, click usage tab. I'm going to show you that steps right now. So the way to look at it is very simple. You go to your account. This is my account, and then go to accounts and billing, right? And it will show up the usage and limits, right? This is my account. Everything. Okay. All right. I'm going to start from here. Setting the maximum monthly credit limit. So right now I'm going to go ahead and show you how you can check your monthly credit limits and how well you can actually check your account usage and other stuff. Okay. So if you go to your account, in this case, you can go to account and billing, and you can go to your HubSpot credit usage, and you can always go ahead and add credit, right? So right now I have got 3,000 credit a month because I'm using Sales Hub Professional. And I can always go ahead and add the credit. Okay, this will show my monthly usage. I've not used any credit this month. And these are all the features that can use the credit. Customer access, customer agent, data agent, intent, prospecting agent, workflow, breeze, actions. I'm going to talk about each and every one of them in the coming days. I'm going to create content around that as well. Right now, I'm not going to talk about what these individual agent does and how they consume their credit, but these are the features that consume credit, right? So intent is another feature that consume credit. I can show you intent for today, okay, but the rest of it I'm going to show you later on. So as you can see, I've got 3,000 monthly credit. I can always add more credit into that, correct? So I can buy more credit. If I'm done with the 3,000 credit, then I can say, for example, buy 5,000 credits a month or 30,000 credits a month or 100,000 credits a month based on these prices. So you can just calculate, for 5,000, you're paying around $40, so that is little more than 12 cents per credit, right? Uh, so 40, yeah, and then $225 per month, 30,000 credits per month you're getting. So you can do a simple calculation as to how much one credit will cost you. Generally around 3 cents, 0.3 cents, 0.03 cents is what generally it is. But depending on which package you buy, the higher package you buy, the lower the money that you want to pay. That's how it works, right? And then there are some other limits. For example, you can monitor up to 50 contacts per outreach opportunity. Okay, you can monitor up to 300 contacts. So that means you can basically monitor and enrich 300 contacts in that particular billing cycle. And here you can monitor up to 1,000 contacts, right? So there are some more limitations as well, but I think we'll cover that later on. Okay. So this is how the prospecting agents and customer agent and data agent and all of them will work, right? Okay, so we can create one session around each of it, and I'm going to talk more on that in the coming days. Okay, so how much is one upward period equal? So as you can see, 0.01. Okay, so here they are trying to create a simple billing here, but 0.01 is what the billing is, which is I think pretty decent and fair. It is less than Apollo, I believe, if I'm not wrong, but I'll have to go and verify it. But it's pretty decent. I think the reason why they are able to sell this at this rate is because they have acquired Clearbit. So they have the data, in-house. They are not buying data from third party. Okay. I think that's pretty much it for today session. I am going to, this is the credit. Okay. This is the subscription. So in the billing history, you'll get everything. Okay. I think I've covered most of the stuff here. Automatic notification are sent by HubSpot if you reach certain percentage of the credit use. For example, if you use 75% of the credit or 90% of the credit use, you'll get automatic notification as an admin, right? So you have the dashboard. I showed you the dashboard. Okay. Your credits, how much is there, what is the usage this month, feature breakdown, historical usage, and usage log. So I've already shown you this, right? So how much credit you have, usage this month, feature, which feature has taken how much credit this month, and this is the historical usage, right? So you will get this dashboard within the billing, and you will be able to see most of the stuff as an admin. Okay, so Breeze credit has been now transitioned into HubSpot credit as a whole. So earlier it was like 100 Breeze credit, it goes to 3,000 HubSpot credit now. So they have transitioned everything into HubSpot credit. Earlier they used to call it Breeze credit. You don't have to worry about it anymore because they have stopped that. Just going forward, all the terminologies will be around HubSpot credit, right? So best practices for managing credit, please now monitor it regularly as an admin. Check the usage dashboard weekly at least and create a report, send it to your management, set appropriate limits, like a monthly limit based on your budget and usage history. Please set up a monthly limit. Enable notification, if you reach 75%, 85%, or 90% of the threshold so that you get the notification. Choose right overage setting. Use auto upgrades for consistent use, pay as you go for seasonal spikes. Okay. If you're consistently using a lot of signals, then you can use the auto upgrades. But if you're using only for seasonal thing, then please go for pay-as-you-go model in that case. Plan for reset dates. For example, a lot of credit will not be used. So just plan it accordingly so that by the end of the month, you use as much credit as possible so that you don't waste credit if you are paying for it, right? And review feature usage. So you see which feature is using how much of credit. So that's also very important. So I think as a HubSpot admin, this is an additional work going forward. It's a very important work and it will directly affect the invoices given to the company. All seat-based HubSpot accounts include monthly credit. Credit resets monthly and do not roll over. Set maximum limits to control spending. Choose between auto upgrades and pay-as-you-go model based on whether you're using consistently or whether you're using seasonally. Monitor usage regularly through the dashboard and purchase additional credit in 1,000 back credit increment. I think we just talked about what credit is and how to see that in dashboards. Going forward, we are going to create more content around that and how HubSpot has now transitioning from a HubSpot CRM inbound to HubSpot as a signal-based tool. It's a very interesting journey which is going on, and it fits right in the center of the Insight Type Flywheel methodology framework. We have the dark funnel methodology that we follow. And I think the coming days are going to be super interesting. Thank you so much for joining in. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.